I don't want to mix up my muscle memory because they're different. Yeah. So I'd rather play something different in a different game. But it looks like we are finally getting into this. I was curious what character Kopter would go, and I see the La Reina coming out.
He's insane.
I played the La Reina yesterday. It's kind of nice.
Whoa, okay.
Bro finds up-strongs like you would not believe. I don't know how he does it. When I play this character, I always whiff that move.
Yes, yeah. So the thing is, man, her up smash looks like it was designed to grab you off the platform, but it's actually, I mean, you have to just come to terms with it. It's really not directly designed for that. It whiffs all the time. You have to be kind of angled to hit them on the platform, kind of like you would space a Marth Tipper forward smash on someone on the platform. You have to be at those
it's a little bit awkward. We immediately saw Kopter putting the chair in the corner, loves to sandwich people with that, but Space keeping him stuck in disadvantage. Finally, it's your turn, but not quite in the positioning that Kopter is looking for.
Yeah, interesting here, going with the down B. Turns out the down B actually has this big tremor hitbox when you grab the ground, so it's kind of like a falcon kick when you land next to somebody, so that's something to keep in mind here. You can also parry things like that, which is pretty cool. Starting up a nice combo here. 140 on to Kopter now, though, going for the recovery. Nice drop zone back here. Is going to take it insta.
Space really controlling the pace of the game right now, which is so important against La Reina. We talked about the chair for a second, and maybe we'll get to see it, but the way things are going right now, again, the chair is gone, which puts Kopter in such a weak position in the neutral, which is a place where, especially when galvanized, Galvan thrives.
Yeah, great command grab right there, noticing the shield really quick. Now we got a combo here, up air, got a little bit of a buff last patch, going for a high edge guard situation, kind of like a ledge trap, but it's going to get caught by this Galvan there. Honestly, La Reina does not have a whole lot of disjoint, and you'll probably end up losing to some of these Galvan aerials.
Oh, we fishing right now, and it is not working out. Space trying to get a little cheeky, holding with the UFO in the corner. Also not going to be successful on that. Both of these guys trying to steal stocks maybe a little bit earlier than they were destined to be.
Possibly. Oh, Drill spotted. Oh my goodness, a Kopter also spotted. We're gonna have to go up air. Yeah, that's the easiest recovery. Is you got down B, up air, down B is actually the recovery route. As weird as it sounds.
We love down B.
When uninterrupted, goes quite far.
It does. Ooh. Speaking of interrupts, finally Kopter interrupting Space's momentum. Opts to get rid of the drill, still has time to get back to the corner. Gonna throw him back, but cannot close out the stock at 129.
Yeah, gonna need something a little bit bigger, possibly an F smash. Ooh, DI in on that one. Kind of, that might have actually been a DI mix-up the way that Space positioned himself, which was pretty nice here. We got 3 stocks to 1 right now. Kopter kind of looking for something here. All right, finally cleans up that one.
You see a little bit of a giggle there, my man. Feeling it in the player cam. Kopter, a very animated player. Goes for the parry, but doesn't get the timing right.
Yeah, Galvan kind of interesting when it comes to parry, right? Because when he's galvanized, you want to really try to focus on parrying the return of the magnet specifically. That just kind of gives you the most consistent invincibility there.
Okay, now we got something started. Up throw coming out, but just hold out, or up air rather. Hold out, not a lot you can do against it.
Rough spot here, galvanized again. Okay, gets it once more. Looking for these down Bs a lot. It has worked out before. All right, returning with a command grab of their own. Here we go. Oh my god, okay. Literally went. I mean, that might have killed if they got the command grab down. But, wow, that was all of it.
But I respect the idea. You're so far behind. Kopter needs to go for something. I think we're going to get a character switch.
All right.
Yeah, the Etalus coming out. In my opinion, the Etalus is Kopter's best character.
Okay, actual main here, guys. La Reina is new. La Reina is tough, honestly. She requires a whole lot of labbing, but moving on to Etalus, who's been out for a few months now. We'll see if we can get some sort of, even in the set going.
I'll give him a stock to warm up, but I think, yeah, you're going to see a lot more aggressive play from Kopter, trying to get that ice set up early and often, but Space has been so dominant in that mid-range, and I think that is going to be a similar struggle in game number 2 for Kopter as it was in game number 1, with that galvanized magnet just spacing out the dash attacks.
Yeah, Galvan also has a whole lot of big hitboxes as well, and not a whole lot of hurtbox going on, but with the power of Etalus, we might see stocks taken a little bit earlier than 140. Gets a nice up throw onto the platform here. Doesn't overcommit. I love not overcommitting and losing to the shield drop there.
Oh. Okay, tries to get the early kill there. Space struggling to get back to stage. Oh, no!
No shot.
Kopter!
Wait, he did it on purpose or what? Tell me.
Oh, yeah, that was 100% calculated.
That
Bro is nasty with it.
he plays the game. This is not even a commentator.
See, I told you.
This
This is his best character.
Wait a minute, that was insane. Never even seen that. I've never seen that. That was beautiful.
He had that scouted out. Disgusting behavior.
That was disgusting behavior. But, you know, working on the next stock here, grabs the ledge through the parry, invincibility, which can keep you relatively safe. Now we're going to go for a big recovery, 166. One tap will do it. That was two tap. Two tap will do it.
Setting up those drills in the corner. We got 2, make it 1. Kopter really prioritizing getting rid of those. I've talked to him about this as well. He thinks that that's a very important Galvan counterplay, so you're willing to sacrifice sometimes to make it happen. But Space doing such a good job of setting them up that even when Kopter gets rid of drills, there's still 2 more.
Yeah, it really is a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation, because you don't want to give up your space against Galvan. Pushing him into the corner and keeping him facing you specifically is actually quite important. But I don't know, you lose a neutral situation, get hit into the drills, you're like, man, why didn't I?
Bro, we love Nair.
That's the move and a half. You want to talk about -1 moves?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
The -1 move character, and it's Nair.
I think Nair's name is Galvan. Galvan is just...
yeah, Nair is doing Galvan right now.
Yeah. Oh, nice shield grab. Actually didn't overcommit to the second down tilt, but still they found the shield grab here. Space on point. Gets thrown down though. All right, the Icicles are not going to beat the side B, but now we have no recovery. Okay, hey, Babs. Looking good.
Up a stock again, but Space was very good at closing it out last time around. As soon as Space gets Kopter in the corner, just the flow chart of edge guarding has been very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, looking good now. Getting some extra damage on this last stock. That won't kill. Even with bad DI there, it's not going to kill, but fully galvanized is going to be a scary situation. No parry there. Down air. I've never seen anyone beat Galvan's down air, so well played. Oh my god, dubious drills. Dubious drills.
Bro is scheming.
I don't like the drill lineup over there.
He's machinating in real time right now. I don't want to know what's coming, but we might not get a chance with the way Kopter is playing. And Envy, I think a little bit of a flub on the recovery or burned his jump, wasn't able to come back.
Yeah, we got some chatting going on here. Hello, my controller. The sun is in my controller. I cannot play anymore. Look at this.
Dude, that was disgusting.
I actually am physically ill. It is flu season, and yes, I am.
The timing that it takes to set that up.
Oh man, is this controller, like, he missed the up B there, and I guess he missed the up B at the end too?
Now, let's see what happened here.
Let's see it again in just a moment. So he gets the side B.
Side B. Oh, he can't get to the wall.
Oh, okay.
So he's trying to optimize the recovery, side B, then jump, but missed the wall just barely.
Unfortunate there, but no problem. 1-1 right now. We're going over to the Tempest Keep, Tempest Pillar. Got some good combos here to start out here, Space, but a whole lot of Etalus to go through.
So I was curious to see a stage like this. The small stage, I think, will be... Oh, that's unfortunate for Kopter. Well, what I was about to talk about is the small stage is a thing in of itself, but the wide blast zones, I think, are better for Etalus in most cases. So it was interesting to see us going to a stage with small blast zones in the last game.
I 100% agree. I think having larger blast zones for this matchup here is going to be way better for Etalus, since he can actually get out there and punish Galvan's side B. And that's the one thing you guys are trying to do when edge guarding Galvan, even though it seems difficult. When he side Bs, he does have, I don't remember the frame number, maybe it's like, I think like 40 frames or something of actual end lag, so he can't do anything. That's when you hit him, and Etalus can easily get out there.
Yeah, for any of you Smash players, it's like when you're trying to edge guard Kazuya and you just hit him at the apex and he can't do anything. Same vibes. You have a lot of distance, but you don't have a lot of control.
Yeah. Oh, especially in this situation when Galvan is offensively edge guarding and he can make that that platform, things get really rough, and we can see it here. Kopter, one stock left from a little mistake earlier. Okay, see, going for the icicles on the edge guard is a pretty standard thing for most characters, but it's not going to be super effective on Galvan because the drill will just beat it.
Still, we got a stock to work with. Let's see if Kopter can bring anything back here. But right now, Space continuing to hold advantage. And that galvanization still online as well. So even when he does get away, you've got to deal with all this pressure. So much pressure from Space.
Yeah, making the drill as well with that up smash. Okay, gets rid of it real quick. Trying to answer back with an F tilt, but loses control with a Nair out of shield. Yeah, you really can't. Even crossing up on Galvan's shield is actually bad. It's actually worse because his Nair starts behind him.
How do we get back in this situation? Goes for the aggressive back here, but Space is just ready.
Oh no. Oh, okay. The platform.
You got to try something, right?
No.
Fab's in a little bit of desperation mode again there. Yeah. Playing the risk-reward game, unfortunately, it did not pan out, and that means Space is going to be you. Oh wait, or is this best of 5 actually?
Well, perhaps it is. My man's are staying.
Looks like it must be. Cool. I'm glad we get best of 5 pools.
Hell yeah. Best of 5 pools gives you a lot more time to adapt, really feel out these stages and say things like, well, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? And I do agree with this whole large blast zone thing. I think Etalus could use the biggest stage in the game in this matchup because I think he actually uses the space probably a little bit, maybe equal, but I think maybe a little bit better than Galvan because the ice gets you so far with the dash attack. So he can clean space so quickly. And Galvan can't really edgeguard Etalus too well unless you use the platform like that, right? Because the magnet will not hit Etalus. Etalus is immune to projectiles during his up B. So,
right.
Can't magnet him.
I'm so glad we're getting a game 4 here because I don't feel like we got enough info on who was the better player in the first 2 games, or first 3 rather, between the Reina.
What's happened? They're both kind of looking at their controller at different parts of the game.
We may be getting more info on who the better player is. This is a little unfortunate for Fabs, who is just, I think, in a little bit of a rut here, struggling with inputs, a little psyched out. We saw him looking at the analog settings between games. Didn't end up changing anything.
Yeah, rough situation, but we're not going to give up just yet. Although we are taking a big fat combo here, the platform makes things even harder to recover against. Again, offensive Galvan is really good at edge guarding. You can see that, like, that's kind of shades of what Crag would do with a pillar, but it's actually just safer.
And that forward air, when it's empowered, is so strong.
Big, strong hitbox. Nice light nair into up air. That'll work. That'll work perfectly, especially on a big old Galvan.
We're on the board. The 0 to death at the beginning, though, was just so detrimental for Fabs, and now he is stuck on the back foot again. Every time Space gets him in this situation, he knows what to do. Just those little back airs, making it so hard.
Yeah, I mean, Space is not letting up. 114 already, even driving the platform right into Fabs. But now we're going to have an error here, and it's going to cause the stop take. Yo, Kopter actually has a chance to take this.
You have been gifted one more opportunity, Kopter. You got to bring this to a game 5 in style, but Space finding the opening anyway, able to take the set, not disturbed by the SD.
I am disturbed by
I'm a little disturbed, yeah. That was rough.
They both SD'd.
I want to know what happened game stock 1.
They both SD'd like actually 2 or 3 times in that like entire set, both looking at their controller saying, I don't know what you're doing, but it ain't working out. What's going on there?
Yeah, sometimes that stuff happens. It is really nice that we have all those analog settings that you can look at, and you can like reset the stick as well in the menus. None of that like unplug, plug it back in, hope things are like, for the weird stuff people do where they'll like have a button partially pressed and then plug it in to get just the right feel.
That's actually a classic.
Yeah, that's the Armada.
I used to have it. I used to have press the L.
Yeah.
It was just like...
The Unbannable Controller Tech, I believe, was the name of the YouTube video that expounded upon that in eons past.
Yeah, things have gotten a little more advanced now as we are modding our controllers.